Thank you. Does crying count as getting a woman wet? Give it up for Sierra. And the other guy, get Sierra's OnlyFans afterwards for you guys. I've been going over to this girl's house every night, and I'm starting to feel like I should tell her. Anybody here go to Catholic school? Yeah, you look molested. He's definitely got that weird grin of like, I've been fucked by 4 priests. I went to Catholic school, and all my friends are coming forward now with these allegations of sexual abuse, and they could have just told me to stop. Drama queens. But I was sheltered. You know, the first time I went into a sex shop, they were like, hey, do you want to see our new special on anal beads? I was like, you mean rosaries? Psycho. I haven't done stand-up in like 3 weeks, so this is like brand new for me. It's like I'm a born-again virgin. I dated a girl once, and she's like, yeah, I'm a virgin now. I found Jesus, and I became a virgin, and he like grew her hymen back. And I told her that was cool. Like, she's like, I just want to wait for marriage, and you know, is it cool if we just hold hands? I was like, yeah, definitely, you know, cool. And once we had sex, she called me a snake in the grass. It's like a biblical insult, right? Like, anyways, yeah, but she wasn't, she became a virgin again, I mean. I have a new girlfriend, she's from Bulgaria. Yeah, I went out to visit her. I thought they were gonna have like a big like problem with sex trafficking in Bulgaria. They didn't care what I did. Those were cool guys. The mafia is alive and well in Bulgaria. That's where they're at. You guys are, we don't even realize how rich we are as Americans. Dude, go out to Europe, Eastern Europe, like, I'm like a king there. This whole time I was like, I never knew. I'm from Florida as well. I left a long time ago to become a star. And although I'm white, I know what it's like to be a minority. I went to a predominantly Black and Hispanic school. And it's a horrible feeling walking around knowing that you're better than everyone. So I understand. My first girlfriend, she was this Black girl, and I was like madly in love with this chick, and she broke up with me because her dad didn't like me. I was like, he's not even supposed to be here. She would try to give me the silent treatment, but I would just take her to the movies. You gotta try the new ones. Tonight's gonna be a lot of new jokes, so that means there's gonna be no laughter sometimes. But here's a new one. It's an idea, but like, you know, they give like medals of honor or something to military people. Like, can you get like a medal of bravery if you're in battle and you just stand up and say, I'm gay? And this drill sergeant's like, I heard what you did today, son. You stood in the face of fire and said, I'm a fag. I'm recommending you for the Silver Star. Do you guys think trans people should be allowed in the military? I do. If you're gonna have women in the military, they might as well be men. I don't care if it makes me a liberal. Do you ever have sex with a trans woman before? Usually when you're molested, that happens. So. It's like a natural inclination, I heard. I was dating this girl who didn't want me to know that she was post-op transgender, but I was suspicious. She was really funny. I have a friend who actually lost it. I think he had sex with a woman who was post-op, and so he lost his virginity to like a post-op trans woman. This is not a joke; it's a true story. And so when he had sex with a real woman, he was like, "Why is it so slippery? This is gross." Gives you perspective. Anyways, I've been banned from a lot of comedy clubs in my time. And I wrote this mass email the other day. And I said, "Oh, you guys are gonna regret it, because one day I'm gonna blow up. And you're gonna wish you realized that I was a Muslim." Speed of back to trans. My best friend Chad, his name is Chelsea now. He's wearing dresses and taking hormones, but I support her journey. I owe Chad a lot of money. I don't owe Chelsea shit. Whenever she asks for money, I'm like, "Where's Chad?" Have you guys ever been to like the blue collar towns that like Bruce Springsteen sings about? I did a show there like last year, like this one, because I like to write a joke. If I'm going to a new town, like tell me something about this town so I can write a joke about it, for the ladies. And they said this is the town that produces the most amount of coal in the nation. So I wrote this joke and they didn't like it, but I like it, so I'll say it. It goes, let's see how it goes. I want to marry a nice blue-collar woman, like a coal miner's daughter. The type of girl that doesn't care if you come home late at night drunk, wearing blackface. They are liberal as fuck out there, dude. They had one guy in the crowd who was kind of black. Like his grandma knew a black guy a long time ago. So he was the black guy in town. And they protected him. And they held his ears and they said, "You son of a bitch." But, which one's your girlfriend? Any of them? Or are you just their friend? No way. Did she like adopt you when you were 30? You look younger than him. Are you ever attracted to your mom? It would be okay in this scenario. Oh, that's what. Sorry. I'll ask you when she's not around. Do you ever get jealous of that his mom's hot? Yeah, she does. Look at it. She just look at that anger in her face. Damn fucking right, it's cunt. It's your wife. Have you ever cheated on her before? If you ever cheat on her, don't do what I did and say that the girl on your phone is just your cousin. It's way better to lie. When you cheat on someone, you really have to it's hard to fix. You have to sit down and listen to them and really understand where they're coming from if you're gonna find a way to make her realize it's her fault. Because that's the only way you're out of it. Is well, maybe you should have kissed me hello one day and you didn't. So I had to fuck that friend of yours. And you gotta keep the romance alive in your marriage. Don't ever stop dating her. When she comes home from work, leave rose petals. From the front door straight to the kitchen. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel about like giving advice to guys about women. I don't understand women though. It's like, if you don't want to have sex with me, why'd you get in my Uber? Yeah. Anybody here going through a breakup recently? Oh, I'm glad you guys are happy. Look at your little hand on his lap. You got that shit wrapped down. Like, don't trust it, dude. They say they love you and they mean it for that moment. The next day, you're living at your dad's. Anyways, I went through a breakup recently. Yeah, I wrote some jokes about her though. You guys want to hear them? Legally, I'm not allowed to say them. She got like a gag order on me. Yeah, she did. Like, I can't say. I've had lawyers, they'll email me and say, Mr. Joseph, you're not allowed to say that on Twitter about this, you know, that she's just a cunt, you know what I mean? I was so in love with her, you know? She's Jewish, right? So that's the angle I took in the jokes. So my ex was Jewish, right? So Hamas, I get it. That's the first joke. This is another one. People don't believe in God because of horrible things like the Holocaust, but God works in mysterious ways. We don't know why the Jews are still alive. This is not about Jews, it's about her. I love the Jews. I had a Jewish grandma, a Nazi grandfather, met in the war. Girls like the bad boys. You know how it is. He just vaporized my whole family and I'll suck him off. I think I can change him. Yeah, my last relationship was a lot like the Palestinian-Israeli conflicts. One side just wanted to exist peacefully. The other side was a fucking Jew. That's the one I can't say. Don't you think that would go viral though? If I said that shit? It's already been done before. You get lots of followers when you hate the Jews, but Hitler did that, been there, done that. Hardest part though of a breakup is like when you have to delete all their pictures and videos on your phone when you're uploading it to the internet. No, that's illegal. Highly illegal. It's called revenge porn. I thought revenge porn was just like you jerking off to videos of you like getting revenge. But it's just regular porn, and apparently that's revenge. Even though she consented when they make the homemade porn with you, right? And then they just twist it. All of a sudden, this is revenge porn. Revenge porn would be me, like, blowing up your car and letting everyone else jerk off to it, too. Anyways. I'm going through a breakup. Actually, I'm not, but I did, and changed me. She was from LA. I don't like those environmentalist chicks from LA. It's like, who are you to tell me I can't put a non-reusable bag on your head? This is my clean material. So how's the sex life? Are you guys married? No? Why not? How long you been together? 3 weeks? What's that? Hold up. Right? You see, where are you from? Are you Latina? Where are you from? What's your background? Okay, if she was Latina, I would say she's probably like, when the fuck are you gonna marry me? But you're good. There's two kinds of women in this world. One that will make you wear condoms, the other are Latinas. I wrote that yesterday, I don't know, I thought it was funny. I like to make fun of everyone, and I've never made fun of Latinas before. The only thing I'm going to say tonight that's true is I used to be a substitute teacher. I had this big drug problem, and I needed money. Believe it or not, I have a master's degree, right? 'Cause I didn't know what to do. I wasn't doing stand-up, so I thought I'd go teach kids. I got fired. But I love those kids. That's probably why I got fired. One time the kids asked me if I believed in aliens. I was like, of course not. Why do you think I make Jose sit in the back? And then like the pet hamster died. They have like a little pet hamster, and it died, and so I had to find a way to get it out of the classroom without them seeing me like pull my pants down. But there's a thing, as someone who has a master's in education, I know about cultural capital. You have to utilize a kid's background. Like if he's from like this place where they only eat bananas or something, you use bananas to help him count, right? I'm woke. If you're gonna teach fractions, use the black kid. It's gonna get a little bit better. No, I really was a substitute teacher. I would like duck behind the desk, like take my Valium. I couldn't deal with the kids. I couldn't even look at them unless I ate some Valium and Vicodin first. They won't sit the fuck down. That's all you want them to do? I said, you can do whatever you want, just sit down. They can't. They can't fucking do it. If I wasn't so addicted to Valium, I would have gave them some. I felt like putting it in their little juice boxes. No wonder you guys get molested. It's the only way you shut up. So you know I'll kill your family if you tell me. I was molested in summer camp, obviously. The guy said he'd kill my family if I ever told anyone, so I told someone right away. And child molesters are pieces of shit. They don't keep their word. But women can learn a thing or two from a child molester, right? They're cool with everything. Do you mind if my friends come over? Yes, please. Bring them over. Can you give Timmy a ride home too? Sure. I was thinking today, guys give themselves such a hard time if they don't make a woman have an orgasm when they have sex. They do, and it's hard to give a woman an orgasm, I realize, because they have to have all these things together. It's like a puzzle, like the temperature has to be 71 degrees. You have to have a job. They have to, I don't know, be thinking of the right thing at right at 11:02 p.m. So I'm happy if I just get her close. I even asked, hey, guys always ask, did you come? I asked, did you get close? And if she says, yeah, I'm like, you're damn fucking right, you got close. I'll get you close anytime, baby. You gotta own your limitations. Today's 2 weeks off of heroin for me. It's hard to find. It's way hard to find. Well, let's celebrate. No, I've never. Actually, yeah, in college I snorted heroin a couple times before school. I hung out with strippers and then went in Rome. Anyways, one thing about me is my ancestors were part of the Underground Railroad. You know, lots of whites, they helped runaway slaves, and like my family, they would go and catch them afterwards. What does she say when you say I love you? Do you say I love you yet? You look like a guy that says that after 3 fucking weeks. He does, doesn't he? Oh my God, dude. You don't say that shit even after you're married. You can never let them know you like them. They lose respect. Dude, I'm telling you the truth. It's not about me being up here or trying to be funny. Let's never be a woman's friend. If they say, hey, let's just be friends, it's like, I'll never be your fucking friend. Right? And they're like, oh my God, he's so hot. The worst is when you tell a woman, I love you, and they say, like, me too, on Twitter. Have you guys read the story that news about this girl that wakes up in the middle of the night and there's this guy standing there like jerking off in front of her? Okay, good. We can continue. One thing I hate most in this world is when people ask me to give money to kids with cancer after I already paid child support. But yeah, back to that girl. I never once treated that woman wrong, never hurt her, abused her, whatever, and I have to live with that. It's a new joke that doesn't work. And I've warned you, foreshadowed. Ma'am, is your husband here? Yes, you.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is he? Huh? Oh, congratulations. Do you want to be buried next to him when you die? You're not sure? I want to be buried. I told my friends, I want to be buried next to my first love. When I don't, and you guys got to find out where she lives. That's what I'm trusting you. Do you guys know there's a bunch of STDs going around in retirement homes? You look like you really know. Little slut. I used to volunteer at a retirement home. You wouldn't believe how many 95-year-olds have STDs, and they don't warn you. No. Can you imagine that some old dude sticking out his dick? Sorry about the crabs. Got him back in the Navy. It was a cold night. My dad said it was the Marines that taught him what pain really was, but he doesn't go back to that gay bar anymore. My stepmom's got dementia. It's just the craziest thing in the world. Like, she's convinced that strangers or neighbors, the neighbors are paying me to have sex with her when she's asleep, right? She would say that shit, but then she got dementia, right? Now she says some really crazy shit, but I like her better now. She's nicer now. Like, I get why they gave women lobotomies back in the day. It fixes things. That's a night, it just calms you down. Just take a little piece off the brain. So what do you guys think about 9/11, yay or nay? Nay. Are you a firefighter? Are you in the military? Did you know a lot of retarded kids, or no, a lot of retarded people died in 9/11. Not many people talk about it. Yeah, they thought they could run into the buildings to put out the fires. I said that in New York and I got in a lot of trouble. They were like, oh, we knew them. It is kind of retarded though. Like, oh, we're gonna put that fire out. Jet fuel streaming down the buildings. You're not gonna put the fire out. It's like, it's retarded. How'd you guys meet? Huh? Hinge? Oh, you're good looking. I always called that shit cringe. Yeah, we found the one good looking one on Hinge. Every time I would swipe through that, I'd be like, ugh. But guys, we just look at pictures. They like read shit. They like read like where you're from and all that stupid shit you have to listen to afterwards. Why do women always say, I'm looking for my partner in crime on dating apps? They say that, right? Then you go out with them and then they just want to call the cops. I was talking to a woman I met on Tinder, and I knew she was a mom because she had pictures of the kids on her profile. But on our first date, she's like, do you mind if I bring one of my kids? I was like, okay, as long as he looks like that picture. Yeah, that's how I said no. You guys, who has kids here? Who's replicated themselves? The most selfish thing you can do is have a child. They always say it's so selfless. You know, I'm not thinking about myself anymore ever since I just made a brand new me. Nothing more selfish than a parent. All you care about is your kids and them living and shit. Dude, the one good thing about a plane crash is all the babies stop crying. I was a teacher. Kids are crazy. I went to the zoo and I saw this monkey jerking off in front of a bunch of kids because they imitate you. Monkeys imitate you. Hope it's okay if I'm vaping over here. I had a show here not too long ago, and the Turo, you guys use Turo? They fucking canceled on me like an hour before I could come here. And then I get the blame. Anyways. So they're just glad I showed up tonight. I was mortified. I was thinking about killing myself. Yeah. I'm looking at it, like I haven't done this in a bit, so I'm just looking at my shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. I used to live in Orlando. I lived everywhere in Florida, but I lived in Orlando for a while. And what is that place called where all the shark bites happen? Or what's it called? Port something? It's right next to Cocoa Beach. New Smyrna Beach. New Smyrna, that's where all the shark bites happen, right? I would go there to hope I get to see a shark attack. And I realized that what if shark attacks, it's all women's fault, you know? Like, those selfish bitches that swim on their period. But then I was like, maybe gay guys that have a black boyfriend. Back to 9/11, you know? People think only the terrorists could have done what was done, but there's evil inside of every Muslim. That one I'm allowed to put up on the internet. I don't want to put that one up on the internet. Yeah, just made me famous. Yeah, so I got in all this legal trouble, right? Because this girl, restraining order, whatever. I cried. She wrote a letter saying she wants to take me to court to get a protective order or something, and I started crying. I didn't think she wanted to see me again, but she did. Dude, they'll give any woman a fucking restraining order for anything. It's like their badge of honor nowadays. I have a stalker, because he called me once. We were engaged, and he called me afterwards to say goodbye. I'm so hot, I'm stalked. Dumb bitch. Anyways, so I went to jail. And the hardest part about jail would be late at night, I'd be lying in my bed crying, listening to the screams of all of those men I was raping. And that was the hardest part. I'm kidding, I didn't stalk anyone. When a woman breaks up with me, all I hear is it's time for a younger and hotter woman. Right? Yeah. I'm like, finally, broke up with me. I've been treating me bad forever. Finally get the hint. Because I don't like to break up with women. I like to just have a really toxic relationship until it's unbearable, and she breaks up, and then she gets to be the bad guy. I'll do that for years. Right? Because I don't want to hurt her feelings. I don't want to hurt her. What are you putting in that can? Were you a message in a bottle? I'm trying to tell him a love note. He was putting a piece of paper in a can and leaving it here for me to read later. I bet it says I love you. Yeah, legal shit sucks. Those lawyers are so expensive. They're fucking raping me, literally. It's a new one, doesn't work. Is she loud in bed? You sat close to the stage, so I get to, so don't get mad that I'm asking questions. All right, is she loud in bed? Good. I don't like girls. No, that's good. That's good, dude. I don't like girls that are loud in bed. I know this one girl, she'll scream as soon as you lock the door. It's gross. So I was reading this article about the benefits of semen to women. I swear to God, it's a true article, right? They took these two groups of women, or in college. It was like a college study, right? One women that use condoms, the other one's Latinas. No, I'm kidding. One women that don't use condoms, the other ones that do. And they measured their happiness, right? And the happier women were the ones that were exposed to semen, because there's all these secret antidepressants in your cum and all that stuff. But listen, it's a real article, but don't bring it up on a first date. They'll think you're making it up. Just leave it open on your coffee table and say, you gotta go to the bathroom. Why don't you do some reading? Does anyone here have a younger sibling? Did you ever have bunk beds? I had bunk beds. I slept on the top, but I was one of those kids that was afraid of monsters, right? Because every night my little brother was getting molested. It's a new one. That works. This is how you do it, right? Oh my God. Jerking off too much will make you go blind. Once in a while is okay, but eventually you will get pepper spray. Do you guys think people are born gay? Let's get serious. No? Yeah, I say yeah, because I have a cousin who's gay, and he's been gay since he was a baby. When I saw him, I was like, this baby's gay. Because he was like, well. He arched his back a lot. and you had to like spit on it when you give them a pacifier. Gay babies go through a hard time. They have to suck women's breasts. How would you feel if you had to suck your own dad's dick for food? While people protest that you should do it in public. You know, those people that stand outside of a Starbucks being like, breastfeeding should be natural. What if they were saying, this baby should be allowed to suck his dad's dick? It's natural. It's how they connect. It's crazy they throw gay guys off the top of Muslim buildings. Or not Muslim buildings. And the Muslims, they throw them off the buildings in their countries, right? They're trying to fight AIDS or whatever. It's crazy. Oh my God. It's crazy how I wrote this shit, you know? Isn't that weird? Did you know sometimes after sex, women can bleed from their wrists? I know. So let's speak of woke culture. Everyone slams woke culture. I like woke culture. The new Victoria's Secret model has Down syndrome, right? Yeah. All of a sudden, now it's okay to jerk off to girls that are retarded. Now it's okay. It's doing that shit for years. After Florida, I went to Los Angeles, right? And LA is not what you think it's gonna be. The Beach Boys never sang about homeless people. But my parents said I changed when I came back. My mom said she didn't even recognize me ever since I bleached my asshole. I'm actually colorblind, so I am legally disabled. Right? I am. So I can get away with everything because I get to say I'm color. People always say they're colorblind and they don't see race or anything like that. And it's true, like, I guess, I don't know, but like, my dad told me, he was mad that I had black friends when I was younger. I was like, I'm colorblind. Thanks for letting me know. No, I tried. It's a true story. Those semen, back to semen. Those sperm banks, right? They post them up around colleges, right? Because they want the college guys come. Because that means your baby's gonna go to college, apparently. And they only want your baby picture, right? That's how the lesbians look through it. They're trying to find like, whoa, cute baby. Like, they're not planning on keeping the kid afterwards, I guess, but they want to see if it's a cute kid or something. And yeah, and when you go in there, you have to jerk off in a very clinical setting. And they have this raunchiest shit ever to watch. Like, it's like a doctor's office, right? Just imagine that with like, one lady fucks a donkey. Live, you know? That's the one I chose, I guess, but. And then you have to carry your specimen to the nurse, and she says thank you, which was nice for a change for a woman to say that. I feel like women should say that more when we bless them. It's actually, you know what the Taoists say, the Eastern religions say, that men, the reason why we go to war and stuff is because inherently we are insecure about our performance in the bedroom. We know that women can outlast us, right? So we take it out on Germany, you know, or we go to war because of the shit. This is a real fucking religion that says this shit. And the only way to restore your power is to not come, right? Yeah, you don't come. And unless she behaves once in a while, then you say, okay, now I bless you. Anyways, back to the clinic. So they freeze your cum, And I'm sorry for being crass. I am not a crass person, but they freeze it and then they unfreeze it, and if it survives, then you're like the 1% or the 2% that have like strong swimmers or whatever. And mine survived, right? But then like they do a psychological test, and I didn't pass that, but. And they said I was colorblind. And this whole time, I didn't know I was retarded. So anytime he gets mad at me, I'm like, dude, you're an ableist. You're an ableist, that's what they call it. Anyways, my neighbor's got this Black Lives Matter sign in her window, and I love it because I always forget. Man, whenever I smell like fresh laundry, it brings me back to those days when I was younger. My mom could like make any white sheet spotless after my dad lit a cross on fire. It's a new one, it doesn't work. My friend called me this morning, he was like, hey man, I can't stop thinking about those Mexican kids in cages. And I was like, yeah, it was a crazy party last night. Those gender reveal parties aren't what I thought. You cannot pull your dick out. Any dudes here go to the gym? You go to the gym? You go to the gym? Yeah. So dude, don't you hate it when you go to the gym and you see a pretty girl sweating all over the machine, and she sees you waiting, she still just wipes it down. It's like, what do you think I came here for? As you probably assume, I am a romantic guy. The only time I've been in love, I got the girl's name tattooed on my arm. And it's a bad idea because every girl now is like, who the hell is Casey Anthony? You ever look in the mirror, you think sometimes you're looking like your dad, you're starting to look like your dad? It happened to me for the first time today, my chest all covered in swastikas. that happens. I'm kidding, my dad was a good dad. He did all the good dad things. He pushed me on the swing, you know. It was the only time he let me in his bedroom, but. But yeah, I'm a romantic dude. Dude, the first time I fingered a girl, I was underneath the football field high school bleachers. I don't remember her name or what she looked like. It was hard to tell like who was sitting up there. Hey, thank you guys so much for coming out. I really appreciate it.
Party pass, Noah Catapano. Awesome! I'll see you in a second. Make sure you follow Sidesplitters on Instagram, Facebook, go to our website, sidesplitterscomedy.com. Thank you guys so much. Drive safe.